Okay, so got the tuner. He came by, made sure that everything was calibrated correctly, and most importantly, he went ahead and took a professional look at what happened to the block. Because he was worried that it might have been possibly something that he did during tuning or whatever, but come to find out, it is just a failed motor. Something went bad in it. And the weird thing is, like, you can still see the cross hatching in the motor. And there's no pitting or anything like that along the sides that you'd get from pre-detonation and everything. So, anyways, he went ahead and said that, he doesn't know exactly why it failed, but it wasn't from tuning. So, and the guy is a close friend of mine, so there's no reason for him to lie to me. He's making it right one way or another, so no skin. There's no reason for him not to admit if it was his wrongdoing. But I went ahead and built my fuel line system and everything. There's my aeromotive bracket and fuel filter. So everything coming in will be filtered. That way we don't clog these expensive ass injectors and stuff. And then we've got the aeromotive regulator right here, currently sitting at 41.5. So once I can start the car, I have the vacuum line already off, so once I get it started, I'll adjust it, lock nut it, put the vacuum line back on, and then she'll be good to go. So it should be like 43.5 psi at idle without the vacuum tube, if anybody's curious. So one thing that I was trying with these fuel line kits is there's a company called K Sports or something like that. K Motor Performance. And you can get these nifty little an6 fittings. So this goes over this nipple, and this screws into this part, and then you screw your AN fitting onto this, and it looks nice. I was gonna run them all the way back up into these connectors, but these OEM hard lines right here, they are not the right style to be able to run these. The nipple on these are so far back, they're like back here in the coupler, not up here next to the tip. So those won't work, but they work on the end of these fuel dampeners. So, it'll keep pulsations down and everything, so why not? I'll run them. I've got one right there, just flipped over backwards. And then I got another one right there. They're holding up good so far. So we'll see how that goes in another couple months, but I've made it a little ways further. I did get a plug for my transmission. If anybody runs into the issue where their kid runs off with the plug, or you lose it somehow or whatever, and you have an 06, make sure that when you order that part to verify fitment with your VIN number, because they made two, not one, but two different styles. And halfway through the 06 year, they changed it. So you either have this plug, which I just drove 3 hours to get, which is the nearest Subaru dealer, and then had it shipped to them. So I've been waiting days, and I didn't want to wait another day, so I drove 3 hours to the Subaru guy to get this. And it's that freaking plug right here. Same plug. And I asked him, I'm like, there's no way that's the right plug. Like, even the freaking packaging says that it's for the engine plug. I guess there's two different kinds. So, one transmission takes the engine plug. One takes a different style plug for the shift fork. So, verify that so you don't end up like me, where you gotta wait another day and there's no reason to bust butt and get this all done if I still have to get down there behind the starter. So, but hey, at least I know my fuel system works and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and get the downpipe in, get as much of this buttoned up as I can, but still leave as much of that open as I can too at the same time. So